Log recording. Yeah. What's going on, fellow zombies? 5:15 at night. It's still the 26th of December, Tuesday, 2026. The Wee Ridge on Sea, Roseman, California. Oh, I went off on a deep end. I went off on a tangent on this one. Came across one post that really challenged the hell out of me on this one. And it seems like I'm taking more and more personal offense, especially when people are being told to be turned into a robot. Otherwise, you are not able to deal with everything else. Give me 1 second. I'm still trying to get a file loaded up on YouTube. Once I get this thing worked on, I'm going to be sending it out. It's important for me to tell people why it's so important for them to deal with emotions because I'm seeing too many people being torn apart left and right because of the damn thing. And why? Why are they being torn apart left and right? They I don't get it. Don't get it. Okay, I'm starting into about minutes worth of. It's part of the natural order, and you're supposed to mourn and think they're tragic as how they lost their family. But okay, you did yours. But you trade yourself to be an emotional robot, or shall I say, an unemotional human being. What's the difference? Well, let's say emotional robot, mechanical in ways. We turn off our emotions, but we're supposed to be human beings. Nuts and bolts are scheduled to think, but do they have any sensors in them that detects pain? Are they made human enough? We can send robots to different places in our solar system and to gather the information as they are programmed. We can throw in a hell of a lot of programming in these damn things too. But the ones on Mars, the rovers, are they actually able to think, make their own decisions, even for survival? They have their senses running and telling her everything else. In a sense, are they alive? Are they? Are they truly alive? And if they are alive, do we treat them as sentient beings or we treat them as mechanical things that we programmed? And if you want to look at it at that particular aspect of it, what about us human beings? Are we, or us living beings, are we the same way? We're programmed. We got DNA, we got RNA, we've got cellular, we have subatomic, we have the quantum, creating what we are and what we think. Is feelings programmed? Who programmed us to be that way? Who programmed life to think and feel, including loss of people left and right? I mean, my God, I was going on this one on a tangent. I really wanted to go out on a freaking tangent on this one here. I mean, I really wanted to give a stressing on this one. And not apologize either. I'm sorry, I made amends. Yeah, I'm sorry, but I'm not making amends on this one. I'm making a point. You can't belittle people like this in a posting, telling them that, natural order things, we want you to feel, however, that, no, that doesn't work. I'm sorry, but I jumped on this person. I jumped on him a great deal on this one. You don't belittle people, especially when they're dealing with grieving, and especially when they're trying to handle it. Because their kids are seeing that a relative, a grandparent, grandparent was having issues over this. They lost a grandparent, and their kids are having issues over it. This person couldn't experience Christmas, and I know the feeling. Over the past 10 years, I've been struggling with trying to deal with the holiday seasons myself. If it hadn't been for my brother, we tried. We still felt the loss. We still tried. Probably felt guilty as hell because we still missed our mother. Dave still wasn't able to talk about her for a long period of time. He just wouldn't. He wasn't taught that. God, if he was actually taught about how to deal and function. But there's no manual on this one. There is no actual classrooms or nothing to teach us and train us on how to deal with grieving and mourning and life and stuff like that. There's nothing. We write these damn things left and right because we think we know better, but there's nothing in nature that trains them except you have to go through this thing all over and over again. There are some life forms that'll mate for life. And then they lose their mate and they can't mate anymore because of the emotional investment made in that mate. Doesn't anybody understand this one? The emotional investment we made in our parents, or our parents made in us, how these relationships work. We're putting parts of our souls, basically, into the other person. And they're doing the same thing to us. So we have this bond. We have this major investment here. We have this connection. And you lose it. And you are literally losing a piece of yourself. My brother had written a note. I think I talked about this one in other videos, but I'm saying it again. My brother had written a note to a doctor, pleading to him to save my life. So when I was going through heart surgery, my brother was 8 years older than I was. 8 years older. He was dealing with a younger brother, someone he can love. It was his job to protect me. He felt it was his job to protect me. I didn't have to say it. Ma didn't have to say it. He felt it inside of him. He was the protector. Which means he was going to go through a hell of a lot of crap in his life. And that's someone who he's praying about to keep alive, was going to be protecting his ass and saving his ass and keeping his ass alive down the road. Nobody could know this fate. Nobody knew this one. All he knew during the time when I actually had open heart surgery is that I had a possibility of dying. And he didn't want me to die. He made that much of an emotional investment in me. If I had known about it back then, but I was too damn young and stupid. Maybe I did. Maybe I didn't. I don't know. I wish I thought of it and wish I felt it. Maybe I had, at some level, made a connection to my brother. He was my big brother. He was my protector. He was also the guy in front of Ma. I'd still get my ass torn apart by Ma. But in that note, he pleaded to the doctor to save my ass, and the doctor saved that note and gave it back to Ma, and she kept it all this time. Weeks after Ma passed away, Dave and I went through the book. I went through our metal chest. That actually had the letter in it. We saw it, we read it. It was one of the rare times that I actually saw my brother completely lose it. Then after that, he didn't. He kept trying to find someone that could fulfill and maybe probably fulfill Ma's spot. He couldn't find it. He couldn't find that companion. He thought he did online. screwed him over, me over, to the point where I'm saying, no. Right after his death, I disconnected that situation right there. I'm not taking that kind of a chance. I miss family. I miss my family. I miss an extended family I'd lived with for over 40, 45 years, most of my life. 35, 40 years anyway. Somewhere in that time. Since 76. But I made the emotional investment in these people, and they in me. And when we lost our mothers, I think we broke that bond somehow. I don't know how, and I don't know why, but somehow it's still there. It's just things get complicated, convoluted, and we never got around to getting back to things, I guess. I don't know. But it hurt like hell. And I still have to accept that one. I may not like it, but I still have to accept it. So right now, I have to deal with what is. You're going to ask me about what is. I'm still sorting that one out. I'm still sorting that one out. I'm still trying to figure it out. I want to know what I'm doing right and what I'm doing wrong. I've met other people who've been dealing with grieving and losing and loss, and they've been trying to make good in their life. But they also try to be human enough to talk about it, and it still hurts them. I hear it in the voice. I see it in the eyes. You don't mistake it. You don't hide from it. You show it, and then you show that you're still surviving, and you move on. That's life. But I don't treat it lightly, and I'm not treating it with kid gloves. It is what it is. I deal with it as is. It means a great deal to a lot of us, but other people think otherwise. They treat it as a game. Okay, sirrah, sirrah. You only live once, so let's be laughing about the damn shit. Oh, I'm sad for you, but you gotta live. And I'm thinking to myself, somebody get a nut and a straight jacket for this person, not to mention some Xanax. I'm dealing with people who are fooling around with it, but that's them. They want to avoid, they want to hide the pain. Fine, I deal with it on a constant basis. It's not like I'm puffing out the chest at this point over here saying, I am a griever and I'm a survivor and I'm a mourner. Look at me. You kidding me? Are you really killing me? You're going to be putting up that kind of facade? Oh, give me a break. Shall I grab up some popcorn and soda and watch this movie play out right in front of me? This play? How are you going to be dealing with this one? Seriously? Give me a break. Natural order of things. There's nothing natural about the order of things. We humans made up the damn law. From our own observations, we made it up. Darwin must have been proud of himself, observing stuff, and then declared, there is a natural order to things. And then, with our own thinking and our own theoretical history that we had back then in the biblical days, we thought there was a different natural law or natural order to things. I don't discount the spiritual. I don't discount it. I don't discount that there is a force beyond my recognition. I don't discount it. I rely heavily on it. I try not to diminish it. But the thing of it is, what I do diminish at this point over here is people thinking that there's a natural order and you're not supposed to be human. You're supposed to keep living, but you can't feel. You can't live and feel at the same time. That doesn't work. All I know, well, you're so depressing at times, and other times you're a maniac. What's going on? Survival mode. Humor as a weapon against depression. I have been depressed all my life. in one form or another. And since dealing with those who are so close to me, I get older and I lost them, and I'm not supposed to deal with it. I'm not supposed to mourn. I'm not supposed to grieve. I'm supposed to just continue to live. Well, I am living, but I mourn and I grieve. What I can't stand is the kids not even understanding this damn concept. And that's what freaking drives me crazy. Kids got to know what it is. It's got to be affecting them one way or another because down the road they're going to be seeing it. They're going to be seeing the results of it. And they're going to be part of that result. And that's going to be put into burying it on a page 3 or page 4 of a newspaper if there's anything left of it. This person committed suicide. This person did this, or this person popped. Person did some stuff. And it pisses me off that also that we have to hide from it by using chemicals. Because we can't deal with the emotions. We can't understand it. We don't want to understand it. We want to get rid of it. We want to feel numb all the time because that's how we live, is being numb all the time. That's how we're trained and taught. That really pisses me off. They just don't understand it. They don't want to understand it. They don't want to deal with it. Not to hear so many damn clinicians trying to figure this shit out. That's not PTSD. We don't know what it is, but we can't treat you for this one here. We got medications over here that may screw around with your life, but it'll get rid of the pain. Yeah, so is a mallet upside the head. Self-medication right there. How about that one? Or you happen to pick out the most violent ends to get rid of the life, just to get rid of the pain. And usually causing everyone else grief at the same time. I've seen too many of that. I've seen so much of that, it's not even funny. So yeah, I take great offense to it. I take great offense. I feel. I mourn. I grieve. I deal. I cope. But some people don't want to. Some people just don't want to see it. And yeah, I get angry. And I will say something about it. Because if I happen to say something about it, at least I'm telling people about it. Give me 1 second here. I get opinionated. I get highly opinionated, unfortunately. It's probably my own damn pride streak. It's kicking my ass. And it usually has a way of boomeranging and really bopping me upside the damn head. I have to acknowledge it. I have to admit it that anything I happen to do, equal and opposite reactions, is going to be kicking my butt one way or another, or accumulating left and right. You know, I use an example of Hoover Dam, or just a dam in general. You know, we depend upon water power of sorts. Generators going through the dam, operating the turbines. If there's no water, turbines ain't powering, are they? So they're not energizing anybody or everybody, or anything for that matter. But if there's so much beyond capacity, beyond the spill gates, it goes crack-a-lacking and grumble, grumble. Mm. Does it make me expert on a lot of these things? I was so full of myself. I was full of shit. But the problem is, I still knew I was right. My own damn pride, my own damn ego, my own damn righteousness is going to be kicking my ass on this one. I know it. I said it. But if it doesn't kick my ass on this, I'm going to be scratching my head. Why? Why hasn't it? Not why did I did it, is why hasn't it kicked my ass in a reaction? Equal and opposite reaction? Laws of physics being ignored? You kidding me? Or is this a delayed reaction, building up pressure and a momentum until finally we can't deal with you? You're kicking yourself out because you attacked another member. Well, hell, you gave me another excuse on that one now, didn't you? You weren't administrating, you weren't doing anything about it, and someone else is belittling somebody else. I took offense because I saw the same damn thing happening to me. And yeah, I responded. I responded. I even posted the damn thing on Facebook on my own page. Yeah, I am angry about it. I'm angry about it because people don't give a shit anymore. They treat it as a pariah thing, as a frickin' leper. Maybe I'm a frickin' leper. I'm an emotional leper. Maybe it's part of nature that we can't deal with. Makes us all lepers in a way. Why do animals suffer? Some actually try to find mates when they can, but others are made for life, and when they lose them, they're individuals trying to take care of kids, or they're trying to take care of themselves for survival. I guess people are that stupid. They observe, they don't learn, they don't want to. Spoon fed everything else to them in the form of Gerber. I had to learn these things the hard way, observing, watching, reading, trying to figure my own damn self out. I lose my family, I start turning into a frickin' guru. What the hell turned into me? I was one of those zombies out there, but now I'm not. What the hell happened to me? I'm still pin collecting. I'm still collecting painted porcelain on metal. Just because the cut and the paints and the design look so damn nice, I collect these things. I wanted to tell people what it meant to be human. I wanted to tell people. I wanted to show people. I wanted to explain to them what it means to be human. Maybe I don't have the right, but I'm saying it anyway. I say it on my channel. I say it to anybody else. What gives you the right to be an unemotional robot and not an emotional human being, or a living being anyway? Emotions are not just for humans. I'm even discovering that they're a part of the plant life out there. Some people actually did make some experimentations. If plants really do feel, then we're really screwing this planet over one way or another. We're not feeling nature. And if nature's seriously pissed off at us, man, we're not paying attention at all, are we? Maybe we are screwed because we screwed ourselves up because our own damn pride and our arrogance and our egos think we own everything. We really screwed up, didn't we? Yeah, we really screwed ourselves up.